Hey Aquarius, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan and this is going to be your May 2021 general reading. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. If the video resonates for you, please don't forget to like it. Feel free to share and also hit the notification bell if you want YouTube to let you know when I upload new content. If you want to get a personal reading, the link to my website will be in the description box. And if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, both at Honeybird Tarot, then you can also book your personal readings directly from my Instagram page. All right, so let's get started, Aquarius. I hope you guys are all doing great. Let's see. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. May 2021. Thank you. Messages for Aquarius, please. The Lizard. So with the Lizard card, I feel like you are very sensitive to your environment. You can, just like lizards, how they are cold-blooded, so their body temperature adjusts to the temperature around them. It's like you adjust to the temperature or the energetic temperature of the environments that you're in. You can sense subtle changes in people's moods or just in the energy of whatever is happening around you or whatever place you might be in. So just be careful about that energy, Aquarius. You could be very impacted with this card. So yes, there's a need to be careful about what environments you expose, what environments and energies you expose yourself to. Messages for Aquarius, please. Whew. And you also got the Moth. So the Moth, to me, I instantly think of ancestors because the moths can represent our ancestors, especially recently departed ancestors, but not always. It could be someone who made their transition a while ago. But it's a reminder that your ancestors are always with you and protecting you, watching over you, and they could be trying to share that message with you that they're still here. Especially if you're missing someone in particular, I feel like that person is trying to let you know, hey, I'm still here. I'm still within and around you. I just can't, I don't have a physical body anymore, so I can't communicate with you in the way that you can understand with those, with the 5 human senses. But if you utilize those other senses that you still have that are part of your other bodies, not just your physical body, then you can communicate with your ancestors. It's also, to me, about using discernment and not necessarily flying right into something because it looks shiny or it looks bright when it could hurt you. So be careful and use discernment there. Under the deck, you have the Starfish. So you may be someone who is very attractive, very popular, and there might be some temptation to just kind of rely on your looks or rely on your charm or personality to get you through things, to get you through life. And this card talks about the need to actually put the work in, and it's okay to be confident in yourself, but you want to also be confident in your knowledge, your skills, and your abilities, not just the way you look and the way other people feel about you, because the way other people feel about you or see you is very fickle, and a lot of times they aren't necessarily seeing you as you really are. They are seeing, well, all the time, they're not necessarily seeing you as you really are. They're seeing their perception of you. Okay. Also, with the Starfish, I get regeneration. Because with the Starfish, if one of its, I guess, what would you call it? Arms, tentacles, I don't know. If it loses one, or if it gets injured somehow, one of these gets cuts off, it will regrow that appendage. And sometimes a whole new starfish can grow out of the appendage that is lost. So I feel like if you have lost something or someone, you will heal, and a blessing comes out of that. I feel like as far as losing someone, if it's a physical loss, if someone passes, maybe someone in your family is also having a child at the same time. If it's not about anyone passing, if it's about, some sort of injury or financial or material loss, I feel that you will gain back. Your health will be restored, and your whatever the material loss is that you suffered, you will get that back and then some. All right, Aquarius. Let's get into your tarot. I'm going to use the Modern Witch for you. Modern Witch is let's see. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2021. Messages for Aquarius, dude. So Aquarius, you got the Death card. Someone else had the Death card as their first card out too. I think it was Sagittarius. So you may be dealing with the Sagittarius, or there's a Sagittarius you're close with. A Sagittarius could have passed, or there's some other significant Sagittarius in your life since you both had this card in the same spot. But there's some sort of major transformation happening here. And having Death and the Moth, you could have definitely lost a loved one. But even if you haven't, there's, like I said, there's a major transformation happening. Some part of you or about your situation is dying away so that it could be reborn. There could be an ending of some sort happening to it. End of a relationship, the end of a certain job, the end of a particular phase in your life. That's just for Aquarius. The Judgment card, Sagittarian energy. Again, I definitely feel like that you are, either you have Sag in your chart, you could be in a relationship with a Sag, or there's just a Sagittarius person who you are close with, who's in your energetic circle. But this is death and rebirth. So you got the Death card. And the Judgment card, these people are rising up from their graves. So something is definitely dying and being reborn here. And something that has ended is you could be making like a final judgment to end something. And sometimes judgment is about reconciliations. It could be, or not necessarily reconciliations, but potential reconciliations. Something that you thought was dead and gone coming back for your reconsideration. Asking basically, is that your final answer? And your final answer may stand, or you may change it. It's having the opportunity to reevaluate whatever this ending was. Messages for Aquarius, please. Messages for Aquarius. I don't even know which one I'm going to take. No. Okay. You're going to end up with an extra card, but that's okay. I'll take it. Oh, wow. Aquarius. All right, so you got the Sun, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords. Under the deck, you got the Five of Pentacles. I saw that under the deck when I was shuffling, too, the first time. So, with the Sun, Leo energy, I feel that you're going to have happiness, clarity, and illumination in some situation here. Whatever has died and is asking for you to make a final judgment on it, when you do make that final judgment, it's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, energy, vitality. Your confidence will be boosted. You'll be able to leave the past behind you. That's represented by this wall here, leaving the past on the other side of that wall. As you move towards a new beginning with the Fool, Aries energy. Yeah, you're definitely taking a leap of faith towards something. And even though you don't necessarily know where this journey or where this road is going to take you, I think you're just going to take the leap. You see, she's about to go over the edge of this cliff here. And even if you feel alone on this journey, you have a companion. You see her little dog. Now, this dog might be trying to warn her of the danger that's up ahead, but she can't hear him barking because she has headphones on. But either way, I think, it could be that you are being warned of some danger that is up ahead, but considering the rest of the cards that you had before, this could be you wanting to take a leap of faith, and there are people in your ear yapping about why you shouldn't or why you can't take this leap of faith, and you're ignoring them. You got your headphones in. You might not even have no music on, but you just don't want to interact with them. You don't want to acknowledge what it is that they are yapping about. Here with the Seven of Swords, sometimes it could be about lying, cheating, stealing, deception. But in your reading, I kind of get the sense that it's about something else. So she has stolen these swords. She can only carry 5, and she's looking back at these other 2 that she wishes that she could go back and get. And she stole these swords because she felt like the owner of the swords was going to use them against her, when in reality, that person wasn't even thinking about her. So this is trying to protect yourself from risks and dangers that you've come up with in your own mind. They're just thoughts. And like she can hurt herself trying to carry 7 swords at one time. 9 times out of 10, you try to carry all those swords and 2 of them have already fallen out of your hand, you're going to cut yourself. So just be careful about where you allow your thoughts to take you, Aquarius, and that could definitely be Aquarian energy with these swords here. Under the deck, you have the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like you've already experienced some sort of loss. Yeah, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned. You could have lost a job, lost your home, lost a relationship, or something like that. But I feel that you are recognizing that help is available to you. The lights are on in this church on the other side of these stained glass windows. So if they would just go and ask for help and ask for shelter, they will receive it. You may have been left out in the cold, but I feel like staying out in the cold is your choice. All right. Let's see. Let's clarify for Aquarius. But you got the Sun. The Sun is literally the best card in the deck, the happiest card in the deck. And it's right at the middle of your reading. So I think you're going to be fine. I feel like whatever this new adventure is you're going on is going to bring you a lot of happiness, success, and clarity. You might be in the public eye or becoming popular for whatever this thing is. And with the Star, I also feel like it's something that's in alignment with your destiny, because the Star in tarot talks about that. And it could be something also that offers you healing. Why is death here for Aquarius? Thank you. Because of the Whip card. Someone could have passed suddenly if someone did pass away. The Whip card is sudden, but it's also repetitive, painful actions. Sometimes the Whip card can have to do with sex because it's a repetitive, painful action, but um, I don't get that here. I feel that this is something either that keeps happening and keeps hurting you, or something that you keep remembering or keep seeing again, and every time you get a flash of it, the pain is like new again. I get very Sagittarian energy again from that card. You got some strong Sagittarian energy in your reading, Aquarius. Why is Judgment here for Aquarius? Okay. Because of the Anchor card. Something's holding you back. And I feel like you have to make a final judgment about whether or not to release this thing. Something's holding you back from being who you really want to be, from achieving what you really want to achieve. And you need to make a final judgment on whether or not you want to let this go. Why is the sun here for Aquarius? The sun is here because of the Lily card. So there could be a specific woman involved. And if it's not a specific woman involved, I just think this feeling of joy, abundance, energy, confidence is going to be very expansive. The Lily card is about expansion. So I feel like this energy of the sun is going to shine on all areas of your life. You might get a lot of clarity about a lot of different things, even if you may feel like you've only really been concentrating on one or two particular things. When you get clarity about those, I think it's going to actually like make a lot of other things clear to you as well. There could also be a Leo woman involved in this situation. Why is the Fool here for Aquarius? Why is the Fool here? Because of the Waters card. So I feel like you've been feeling stagnant, and you might really have a desire to step out, take a leap of faith, go on a new journey, but you just been feeling stuck. You may need to do some sort of ritual like a spiritual bath or something like that to clear up the emotional energy within you and around you to get those waters flowing again. And that will help to bring the blessings that you've been waiting for into you. But I definitely feel some like emotional stagnation has been an issue for you, and it's probably been preventing you from moving forward on your path. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Aquarius? Yeah, the Mice card. The Mice card is about fear. Fears, whether they be founded or unfounded. And I told you I felt that this Seven of Swords is somebody allowing their thoughts to take them to a place of fear and has them acting out, like doing things that they feel like they're doing in order to protect themselves, but you're not really protecting yourself. Like you're calling in dangers that were not even weren't even headed your way, but because you're so focused on them, like you're it's becoming like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Under the deck, you have the Snake card. Again, you began your reading and ended it with transformation. You began it with the lizard and ended it with the snake. So I feel that you are definitely undergoing some sort of transformation, and you might have people around you who kind of don't want to allow you to become who you are changing into. They want to keep reminding you of who you used to be because they aren't comfortable with the transformation that you are going through. And also, it's a warning to watch out for snakes around you or for people who don't mean you well. It could have been someone who caused or was a part of this loss in your life. Possibly could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius woman, especially because the Queen of Clubs is here. That's also the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands was right behind that Five of Pentacles. So I feel like it's some fire sign woman that has caused you some sort of loss or heartbreak, or has been a part of that situation, implicated in that situation somehow. All right, Aquarius, I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you back here for your next reading. Polu Ife, with love. Bye-bye.